Hey guys, Grant here for dropshipdownunder.com.au. Today I'm going to share with you the #1 resource I use when I build out websites. Let's dive in. Alright, before we do get started, if you do like the video, please give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, obviously, if you're not already, and hit that bell notification too so you don't miss any of our videos, because we do bang them out all the time. We've also got some great free training on our website, so if you want to learn how to build your own successful dropshipping business right here in Australia, you can check that out. The link to that is in the description below. Alright, so without further ado, the website resource that I do use when I'm building out websites every single day, I'm in this website, I'm getting resources there all the time, is Envato Elements. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link below in the description there so you can go check that out. But this website is super powerful and it's got so many different resources in it that I use all the time. I get all of my images, I get stock video, I get graphics, I can get logos in there to use as a template, mock-ups for my products. I can get in there, even fonts. I can even download the fonts that I want in there. There's a massive range of fonts that I can get access to in that as well. So what I'm going to do, jump into a screen share and I'm going to show you Envato Elements and just how powerful it is. And you can make a decision whether you want to be jumping on board with them or not. It is a paid website, so if you do want to use these elements, it's a monthly subscription, but because I use it every single day and I'm always in there, it is more than a bargain when it comes to the price for me. So let's jump in and have a look. Okay, so when you get in the back end here, you're going to see Envato Elements at the top and a whole heap of different options along the top here. So I'm just going to just click through a few of them and give you an idea of what's in here. So if you go into, say, the stock video here, you can see just how many different videos or stock videos they have in here. So, I mean, looped, they've got 113,000 stock footage overall. It looks like they've got over or almost 2 million in there. So there's all sorts of stuff. So if you hover over it, it'll play the stock video without actually even having to download it, so you can get a sort of a preview of what's going to be on the video without actually having to download the whole thing to your computer. So I find that pretty cool. Yeah, masses of different videos that you can use on here. Then I mean, if you even go in and you've searched for stock video, we'll say product. Just put in product. Okay, so there's all different product videos here. Like you can see here, this might be a good one to use for your product video. You can use this template to put your label on there perhaps. I know that I've done that for the graphic templates, so I skip ahead a bit further. You can see they've got music and sound effects and all those sorts of things, but the graphic templates is something that I use a fair bit, and mainly because you can do product mock-ups in here. So if I do mock-up under the graphic templates, so I've selected graphic templates and I go to mock-up, and you can see it'll bring up a whole heap of different product mock-ups. So you can select what kind of mock-up you want as well. So if you want a mock-up of a can, it should bring up a few bits and pieces. You can see here it starts to bring up different types of mock-ups for things you want to do. And I mean, you can see what I mean. I've done this for my wife's product line, and this is her brand, Siam Elite, or Siam Elite, which is the way they say it in Thailand. But you can see here, this isn't an actual picture of our product. If you come down further, or her product, come down further, you can see this is the actual product, and we haven't got them in our hot little hands just yet. Little side note, if you want to pre-order though, you can pre-order them online, they're ready to go. But when we do get them in our hot little hands, we will do proper product photography. This is sort of like a placeholder, but as you can see, it really does look pretty cool. And that's a mock-up that I got from Envato Elements as well. So it's basically, you take it into the back end of, I did this on Photoshop. There are other methods, but you basically import your logo and your images and all those sorts of things, and you can add it to the mock-up itself. And it's a really, as you can see, it comes out as a pretty professional looking image. So a little side note there, you can use it to do mock-ups as well. So that's a very powerful thing, especially when you're building an e-commerce store. You may want to do different types of mock-ups of things for your brand, if it's your brand, or even if it's a supplier's product and the product images aren't great, you could go in and do a mock-up of the particular product to make the images look a bit better as well. So that's something to think about. Mock-ups are a pretty powerful thing here. You can go into graphics and do all sorts of graphics for your pages, hero images. You can customize all of them to suit your brand the way you want them to look. Even if you go up in here, so if we go back to my home page and go to logo, it's got a whole heap of different logo templates that you can use to simply go through. Graphic templates under logos. Click on that, and if you scroll through, look at all the different types of. You pay big money for people to do this, for VAs to go and build these sorts of things. So if you were to use this instead, pay for the subscription for this. I can't remember exactly how much it is. I'll look that up for you in a minute. But you can see how many different logos there are. Look, we've got like 28,000 here, 24,000 logos. Landscape. Oh, this is just the orientation. But as you can see, there's all different types of logos here that are really, really good. And all you have to do is download them and start editing them either in Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator. There are other methods as well, but those are some of the ones that you can use to edit these templates. But they're really good. There's just so many on here. I can't believe just how good they are and how many there are. I've used so many of these already. If we go through to photos, now this is something I use probably on a daily basis when I'm building out websites and all the rest of it, because when I want to build a website that looks really good, I want to start matching some of the images that I find on here to suit the other images that I use. I don't want to just go in and use free images that I find online, mainly because if I go to, say, living room and I have a look at what have we got here, mainly because when I go in here, I want to start matching colors. So I start by matching the colors of the website to the hero image. So for instance, let's click on this one, and you can see it's a beautiful picture. It could be for a living room store where you've got a nice little coffee table, or it could be I think it's a coffee table. Could be a slash ottoman. I think that might be soft on top, but lounges, all the rest of it. But if you scroll down, similar photos. See, you can see that all these photos here are matching it. So if we go to see more, when that opens up, we're going to get a whole heap of different images that are matching that previous one. So we're going to have some continuity through the website as the website's scrolling down, and you're using different images. You're going to start to see those different photos, but they match. That's what's important, I think, about using a site that has paid images. So that's one thing there. One last thing I wanted to mention is the fonts. I do use this pretty regularly, not every single day, but there's all different kinds of fonts that you might want to have something specific for a specific look on your website. You may not want that standard Shopify or standard website builder font that they have there. This is where you can start to customize it to that level of having a really good custom font that is sort of specific to the way you want it to look, especially if it's your brand. You can have it specific to your brand, the font, the way you want it to look. Right, so I just went and found the pricing for you guys. So if you did want to start using Envato elements to use all those things that I've just discussed with you, you can get started for only $16.50 a month. For that price, it's just so worth it, because when you're building out Shopify stores or an e-commerce store in general, all those little bits and pieces that I've spoken about, if you do go and get someone else to do them, or you go pay for them pay for them separately and individually, it's all going to add up. So I think that $16.50 is an absolute steal, if you ask me. And there are different plans. If you're a student, you can get 30% off, and obviously there's teams, etc. But for $16.50, it's an absolute steal to go and do all the things that you can do with this website. So And like I said, I'm in there every single day. I use this all the time. All right, hope you got some value out of that. If you did like the video, please give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and hit that bell notification too, so you didn't miss any of our videos. We bang them out all the time. We've also got some great free training on our website, so if you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. I'll also leave the link for Envato Elements down there in the description for you as well. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.